I had talked to Mel White for an interview actually on the myth of sustainability that everyone has this preconceived notion that it costs more.
Mhm.
And that may have been the case 10 years ago, but now really supply and demand have balanced, or maybe there's more supply in some instances than demand. So all of those elements that you just spoke of, do you generally find that they cost more, or are they now cost neutral compared to what they had been, or are they actually, in terms of constant reuse, when you think of it, the
Mhm.
life cycle assessment, the costs are actually lower than if you
Right.
just did it to put it into landfill?
Right. Yeah, like you said, the life cycle cost is certainly very, very low because these things can be reused so many times. I think it's on a case by case basis. Some of the materials are going to be a little bit higher price than the non-sustainable alternatives, but some of them are exactly the same price. We had talked about our aluminum extrusion. We use the same exact recycled content aluminum extrusions for structures that we use in our ecosystems line in our regular builds. And we use the same glues and we use a lot of the same things. And then but there are some products that do cost a little more. And so then there's a slightly higher price for some of our ecosystems designs based on that, but it's really not a huge premium. It's very minimal, and like Mel has told you before, that has equaled and come down quite a lot just because of the demand and the fact that it's much more accessible now.